Hello, I'm Ben from Lumena Lights and welcome to a short video on 12 volt garden lighting focusing on plug and play. Our customers often come to us with questions about low voltage or 12 volt garden lighting, and hopefully this will simplify and clarify some of the common grey areas. Many people are confused about what 12 volt actually means, and in simple terms it is lighting that uses a lower voltage than 240 volts mains power, which is the standard in UK households. For 12 volt lighting, all that's required is a 240 volt to 12 volt transformer, and basically this is a sort of a weatherproof unit that simply transforms that mains voltage that's used throughout UK households. It transforms it from 240 volts down to obviously low voltage 12 volts. If you already have a waterproof socket outside, it can simply be plugged in via the 3-pin plug like any household appliance, ready to power your low voltage garden lights. So these 12 volt transformers, I said they're weatherproof. They are available in different sizes or wattages, and obviously this is specified in maximum wattage. Watts being the unit of power consumed by the lights or the bulbs being used. To determine the right size of transformer before you purchase one, you do need to know there is a simple calculation to be made. So first you need to find out how many lights you will be powering, and you also need to find out the wattage of the bulb in that light. You then multiply the two, obviously, to calculate the total wattage that you're going to be powering. If you have 3 lights, each using a 5 watt bulb, 3 times 5 watt is 15 watt. So you would need a transformer higher than 15 watt. In this case, 20 watts would be perfect. Lumena offer 10, 20, 50, 100 and 150 watt AC transformers. Ideally, transformers should be loaded to around 70% their load for optimum performance. They can power less or more if required, but a transformer should never be overloaded or it will stop working. So connecting 12 volt lights couldn't really be easier with what's known as the plug and play system. With plug and play, no wiring is required, which is a nice thing. Instead, the lights use 2-pin connectors on the end of their cable that simply plug together to form a watertight connection. A single light with a 2-pin plug can plug directly into a 12 volt transformer. If multiple lights are being installed on the same circuit, accessories such as the Versa 3-way or 6-way splitter can be used along with extension cables. So there are many benefits to using 12 volt rather than 240 volt. So firstly, low voltage lighting is a lot safer than 240 volt, and it's particularly suited to outdoor environments. It tends to tolerate sort of damp conditions really well without performance being affected. So for example, 240 volt lights and water don't really mix. If there's one non-watertight connection anywhere in the garden, then a circuit can trip out. With a lower voltage, this will not happen. Secondly, it's really easy to install. Obviously I explained about the plug and play. As 12 volt is low voltage, anyone with a basic sort of electrical knowledge, or if you're handy, you can basically install a 12 volt system if a socket is already present for the transformer to plug into. So there's a lot less work and upheaval really with the 12 volt cabling. It doesn't need to be buried so far under the ground like 240 volt armoured cable, because it's just so much safer. Obviously with 12 volt cable we do still recommend that it's put in some conduit for basic protection. Following on from both points, ongoing maintenance costs are minimal with very little that can go wrong with 12 volt lighting. The system can also be added to a lot easier than 240 volt. in the future if desired. So hopefully this answers some of your questions on 12 volt lighting. There's more information at lumenalights.com, as well as our whole 12 volt product range to view, including all the accessories you need for a plug and play system. So in conclusion, I mean, it's so easy. There's no reason to be afraid of 12 volt lighting. Embrace it, give it a go, and let us know if you've got any questions.